Welcome back. We're back with entertainment critic Ryan J. He's got new movies and shows coming out this weekend. So what's worth seeing? We're going to find out.
Yes.
Great to see you. Thanks for sticking around.
Sure thing.
Okay, so this one we teased earlier, The Bikeriders. This is a movie, rated R, and it's in theaters.
It's an excellent movie.
Really?
Yeah, it's a fictional story, but it's inspired by a photo book that came out in 1967, where a photographer took pictures in Chicago and around regionally of different bike gangs. And what's really interesting about it, it's kind of at the time when social gangs on motorcycles were first beginning.
Wow. Okay, I'm intrigued by this, and I think a lot of Milwaukeeans would be just because of our Harley connection. Is it a good cast?
Excellent cast. We have Jodie Comer, who sort of is the narrator of the film, so it's a little bit from her perspective. She's recounting the story to the person taking these photos. She's an English actress, there she is, but she does such an amazing Midwestern accent. You'd think she's one of ours. She's so amazing. Tom Hardy, also really great, does a great Brando kind of, there he is, a kind of a Marlon Brando type.
Okay.
Austin Butler, of course, an It guy, and then
Love
Mike.
Him. He was Elvis.
Yes,
Yeah.
of course. And then Mike Feist is in this as well, and he is, popular recently from the Challengers movie, and he was in West Side Story. He's from musical Broadway experience.
Is it a quality film?
This is totally Best Picture quality.
Wow.
Everything about it, it's very much like a Martin Scorsese type film. The way that it's
Okay.
narrated, the cinematography, the editing, the way the story unfolds, featuring this ensemble cast with different drama going on and how they're all interconnected. And it's really just enthralling the entire time. I like the costumes and all of the different cinematic elements.
So I'm guessing you're saying see it.
Yeah, it is really good. I mean, it's something that really shows the evolution of when gangs were a social club and then how they became like organized crime, violent gangs.
Interesting. That is very intriguing. Okay, the next one is not a movie. This is a series, and it's called Domino Day, Lone Witch. Okay, what are your thoughts on this?
And this is going to be streaming on next Thursday. And it's going to be on AMC Plus and Sundance Now. And I really like this show. What I think that those networks are doing really well right now is they have a lot of supernatural shows. They're almost like the modern day CW, because they used to do a lot of those. And this show is really cool. It's not previously based on any other work. So it's not adapted from a book or anything. It's an original story, and it's very well formed. It's getting compared a lot to like Buffy the Vampire Slayer crossed with Charmed.
Okay. So what's the story in this?
Well, she's a witch, and something that's really interesting is that most stories that include witches, they're reluctant witches, they hate having their powers, they feel burdened by them. I'm so exhausted and bored by that trope. This is the first time a character as a witch in a show is depicted where you actually understand why she doesn't want to have her powers, because she has a unique power. The show features different factions of witchcraft and covens and things, but she uniquely is a certain type of witch where in order to use her power, she has to hurt other people. So you'd understand why you wouldn't want to have that, right? So I was like, oh my God, a reluctant, because you or I think if we had magic, we would not be complaining about it.
Right, we'd just be using it on everybody.
That's why I always get so upset when I see reluctant like magic users in entertainment. But this is the first, So it's really good that way, great storytelling. I think it's a lot less cheesy, a lot more mature than what I've seen in those shows. It's compared to like Buffy and Charmed. And it's only 6 episodes. Again, it streams on Thursday, stream it. It's really good, and bless you. I just hope there's more. I think it could do more.
6 episodes, and that's a stream it. The last one is The Exorcism. Okay, this is rated R in theaters. This sounds like a movie I absolutely would not see.
How original, a movie about an exorcism.
Right?
Never done that before. Well, that's what I was thinking, but actually there are some original elements to it. Does not save or make it a good film.
Okay.
He's basically, it's a little bit meta in the sense that it's Russell Crowe as a character. He's playing an actor who is cast in a film, a horror film, about like a remake of The Exorcist, sort of.
Interesting.
So in that backdrop, I like seeing all the behind the scenes stuff on the set of a horror film where you're seeing some of that. And it's not really a fearful movie. It's more like a movie that is jump scares and cheap edits and that sort of thing. And it's like a drama with some horror elements.
So I'm guessing this exorcism that he's involved in as an actor becomes real.
Well, right, there is, well, yeah, because there's the question of like, because he's a recovering alcoholic who's trying to have a comeback as an actor, and the question is he having a split personality, is he having emotional issues, or is he actually possessed? Well, we finally find out, this just in, spoiler alert, he's possessed. You've got David Hyde Pierce in there as well, Sam Worthington in a role that is completely useless, but the script is incredibly misogynistic to the point where I was almost offended, and I'm not a prude.
Right, I know.
I like disturbing, or I'll let artists make art, but this movie, horrible, skip it.
Skip it.
It's
He's
insulting.
saving you time.
Yeah,
you can be outside.
Exactly.
Skip that movie.
Enjoy
All right.
the weather.
Don't see The Exorcism.
Exactly.
Awesome. Thank you so much for the review, Ryan. I appreciate it. You can follow Ryan J on social media at Ryan J Reviews for his full archive of entertainment reviews to help you decide what to see, stream, or skip. It's RyanJReviews.com.